This is a bookable summary of the book Effortless by Greg McKeown. Having a difficult life is not the end of the world, yet many people believe they need to exert maximum effort to accomplish anything worthwhile. People often talk about hard work paying off and blood, sweat and tears when referring to projects. It's not always easy to achieve great results when you work this hard. Wouldn't it be great if we tried something different? Instead of burning out and exhausting yourself, why not make things easy on yourself and get more done with less effort? It may seem impossible, but it is possible. Here are some ways to do it. In the effortless state, you can take effortless actions that produce effortless results. Top athletes make everything look easy. The key to making anything look and feel effortless is to get into the effortless state, where your mind is focused and free of limiting assumptions, and your body is well rested and full of energy. Think of basketball players taking shots, for example. They dribble the ball for a few seconds, bend their knees, and then flick the ball straight into the net. They make this shot over and over again, and it seems completely effortless. Now, there's definitely a lot of practice involved in perfecting basketball shots. But something else that helps is getting into the right state of mind. In the effortless state, you can take effortless actions that produce effortless results. In other words, you'll be able to accomplish more by doing less. More work doesn't necessarily lead to better results, as many believe. When performance is reduced, working harder becomes pointless after a while. It might seem reasonable to assume that double the time would result in double the output if, for example, the author writes 2 pages in 2 hours. However, only 3 pages are produced from a 4-hour session. According to economists, this phenomenon leads to disappointing results and exhaustion, as well as diminishing returns. But with effortless action, you reach your goal without doing more work than necessary. And when you apply effortless action to the right activities, the results will keep rolling in. Through effortless actions, you can make anything easy to accomplish. And effortless results is how Kiva, a crowdfunding platform, helps millions of entrepreneurs. Kiva allows anyone to lend money to entrepreneurs, and once the money is repaid, it's lent to other entrepreneurs. So a single action produces results over and over again. Looking for easier or more enjoyable methods gets us into the effortless state. Kim, a multimedia designer at a university, achieved her goal effortlessly by releasing the assumption that the solution was complicated. She was asked to record a semester's worth of lectures for a course. Already overwhelmed by work, Kim decided to look for an easy way to fulfill the request. Instead of filming and editing videos every week, she first asked what the videos were for. After learning they were for a student who couldn't attend class in person, she suggested that another student record the lectures on a smartphone. When we stop assuming everything is complex and ask, what if this could be easy, we become more aware of simple, effortless solutions. If there isn't an easier way to tackle something, we can still get into the effortless state by making the activity fun. We can get into the effortless state by allowing our minds and bodies to rest, and by limiting our daily workload to what we can fully recover from by the following day. Tired and unfocused, we exhaust ourselves and make tasks seem more challenging. Researchers have found that people in various fields perform better if they work in 3 90-minute sessions, separated by short breaks. If you're finding this video to be enjoyable, show your support by liking it and subscribing to the channel for more fantastic content. Your encouragement means everything to me and drives me to keep creating videos for you. Use effortless action to accomplish a lot without overexerting yourself. Imagine you've been assigned a big project at work, and you start planning right away. But with a few effortless action techniques, it doesn't have to be overwhelming. The first step to effortless action is defining what done looks like. Without a clear idea of the final outcome, it's easy to continue working long after you've reached it. Defining the ultimate goal is useful for tackling to-do lists, but getting started can still be difficult. A helpful tactic is to take the smallest obvious step, which requires little effort and saves you from overthinking. Reed Hastings started Netflix with a minimum viable action. A good way to take effortless action is to simplify a process by removing unnecessary steps. Many steps included in tasks and projects call for additional effort but don't add much value. A good way to avoid this is by considering the ultimate goal, and then asking how you can achieve it in the fewest steps. Progress is effortless when you're not afraid to start with rubbish. Paul MacCready won a prize for building a human-powered airplane in 1959. He built something cheap and easy to fix so he could test and crash the plane several times and redesign and build a better version. Many of us believe that our work must be perfect from the start. However, starting with an imperfect version allows us to learn from our mistakes and make good progress. The easiest way to learn from failure is to look for low-risk opportunities. For example, some children receive allowances to manage, so they'll be able to handle adult financial responsibilities later on in life. It also helps us to be less critical when our work isn't so perfect. Instead of criticising what we've done, we should congratulate ourselves for trying in the first place. With each attempt, improvement will be effortless, and progress will follow. Progress is closely tied to pace. Working hard right at the beginning of a project will hurt our progress in the long run, so work at a slow but consistent pace to see slow but steady progress. Knowledge and automation are levers that produce effortless results. Do you know how some things require constant effort in order to maintain results? For instance, employees work every month for a salary. They can't do 1 month's worth of work and expect to keep getting paid when they stop. The output will never exceed the input. Such linear results are inevitable in certain situations, but they're not the only possible results. You can apply effort once and reap the rewards over and over again. Think of how authors get royalties for years after writing one book. These results are recurring benefits that can be achieved with a single effort. To use learning effectively, prioritize fundamental principles. If a student invests time in understanding the principles, she'll be able to apply them long after the test is done. Researchers at Northwestern University's Kellogg School of Management found that combining knowledge from different fields leads to creative ideas. Automating as many tasks as possible will reduce the chance of errors and free up time. Create a checklist ahead of time and use tech tools to automate things like your monthly budget. You can ensure effortless results by working with trustworthy people and solving problems before they happen. We all work and interact with other people in one way or another, and making them productive can be hard. But we can minimize our efforts and maximize the results by choosing the right people and trusting them to do the job. The trust we have in others is key to getting effortless results. It's like the oil that keeps different parts of an engine working together smoothly. When there's trust, we don't have to spend time and effort managing people or relationships. We can assign tasks with the confidence that they'll be completed. And we know that any problems will be raised and addressed as soon as possible. Following the example of business tycoon Warren Buffett can help us build trust by choosing the right people. He looks for integrity, intelligence, and initiative in those he works with. Investing in such people once results in effortless results, because they continuously add value over time. Establishing a high trust agreement that outlines expectations, roles, and goals, as well as how progress will be measured and rewarded, is useful. Even with the best people around, we'll still encounter problems from time to time. It's better to solve them before they happen than to repeatedly find quick fixes. We hope this video provided valuable insight and information for you. What makes you feel effortless? An intuitive feel or the environment? Let us know in the comments. And if you learned something new in this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more videos. Thank you, and until next time.